Hi guys, I'm Libertman, forced to be alone but free to decide how. Today we're going to talk about something beyond the red pill, beyond the black pill, beyond any theory about women, relationship or how life should be. Today we're going to talk about the transparent pill. It's not an ideology, it's not optimistic or pessimistic philosophy. It's not spirituality, it's not nihilism, it is simply radical realism. Seeing the world as it is, not as we wish it were, and learning to live well in that way. So let's give some context. Many men arrive at this channel after waking up to an uncomfortable level of reality about the modern world, especially regarding relationship with women. The sexual marketplace is broken. Most women don't seek to build, but just to consume and take from men. Social incentives no longer reward the ones who strive. The average man became invisible. Loneliness stopped being an exception and is becoming the likely fate for the vast majority of men. Others arrive after the black pill, after seeing that biology, the physical appearance, economics, and collective costumes and technology have forever reconfigured the bond between men and women. Then the essential human question appears. Now what do I do with my life? How do I go on after seeing all this? How do I live with dignity in this new context? And the truth is, no pill gives you that answer. Many describe the problem and specific problems, different facets or different dimension of the problem that men go through. So many diagnose and others analyze the problem, but almost none address the fundamental. How do I live well now? How do I rebuild meaning? How do I keep going on hostile ground? That's where the transparent pill comes in. But first we must understand the two poles that dominate the current conversation. One pole is about how to view the situation regarding relationship with women, and the other pole is about a philosophy of life. What attitude to take toward life and reality. And both polarities, how to see relationship with women and how to see reality and life, are aligned. So let's make a summary of the polarities. There are two series of polarities that line up. In the polarity of relationship with women, we have blue pill and the black pill. On one opposite pole, we have the blue pill, that is the idealistic view, and on the other extreme, we have the black pill, that is the deterministic, fatalistic view of life and the reality for men. Then on the other polarity, that regarding philosophy of life, we have in one stream the nihilism and or pessimism, and on the other extreme we have the naive optimism. The nihilism and pessimism states that nothing has meaning and everything will go wrong, while on the opposite pole we have the naive optimism that says everything will be fine. Both polarities feed each other. The blue pill, together with the naive optimism, promises a pink color world, a denial of conflict, and constant romantic fantasies. while on the other side, the black pill works together with the nihilism and pessimism, and they state a dark world, a hopelessness, and biological determinism. Both are useless streams. Both are partial visions that drain your strength instead of giving it. So what's left? What remains is the only thing that can truly sustain you in the long run. That is the transparent pill. That is realism. It's not blind optimism, it's not paralyzing pessimism. It's seeing reality as it is, as a whole, completely, with all its facets, with all its dimension, the good and the bad, the dark and the light, recognizing what hurts and what works, what doesn't depend on you and what does depend on you. The transparent pill allows you to walk with dignity, to make intelligent decisions, to build without fantasies, to let go of the impossible, to use what is actually in your hands. It's the only stance that can sustain an authentic life that is also real and rooted in the real world. So let's summarize the connection between the blue pill and the naive optimism. The relationship that is the combination of the relationship polarity and the philosophical polarity. The blue pill is the traditional, the idealized view of relationships. It believes that romantic love is enough, that if you are good, honest, and responsible, you will get a stable partner. Relationship dynamics work like if we were still in the 1950s, 60s, or 70s. Believes that personal merit and kindness guarantee a lasting relationship. Believes that the modern woman keeps traditional values. Believes that women are nobler or less impulsive than men, and believes that personality matters more than looks, and also that the stable monogamy is the natural norm, and that being a provider and a good man is enough to keep loyalty. It doesn't recognize the unlimited global competition in which we have to face with dating apps, the hyper exposure to better options that women have with these same apps, the modern hypergamy, the influence of social media, and the contemporary sexual freedom. The blue pill man operates from an innocent vision. He keeps playing a game that no longer exists. This way of seeing relationships aligns with a particular way of seeing reality. That is what I name as naive optimism. So, naive optimism, perhaps the most straightforward expression, is those who embody it believe that everything will work out just by feeling or wishing it, like in Disney World. So, which are the characteristics of naive optimism? They see everything as positive by default. They minimize or deny the negative. They believe things solve themselves and solve by itself. They interpret reality like a fairy tale. They don't acknowledge a structural adversity. They project that intention is enough to change outcomes. In its softer expression, it relates to idealism. It places ideas, spirit above material reality. In its extreme, it believes that the mind defines reality and that the material or negative matters little. There is also some mystical irrationalism or naive spiritualism, where everything has a higher purpose constantly. The universe always conspires in your favor, and nothing bad is truly bad. So the blue pill has this idealized view of relationships, and the naive optimism has this idealized view of life. Both deny the complexity and real pain. On the other hand, we have the combination of the black pill and nihilism plus pessimism that combines the relationship polarity and the philosophical polarity. So on this other extreme is the black pill, the pessimistic and deterministic view of male-female relationships. The black pill holds that a man's romantic life is determined almost entirely by fixed biological factors, especially physical appearance, and that almost nothing he does can change his fate. According to this perspective, physical appearance is almost everything. Women choose partner by immediate attraction, hypergamy is inevitable, a small percentage of men raise almost all female attention, the famous top 10% or top 5 or top 1. The majority of men are invisible. Personality matters very little compared to genetics. Self-improvement has little real impact. Rejection is inevitable if you don't meet physical standards. Marriage or a stable partner doesn't depend on personal merit, and many men will never have a partner. So all this summarized would be that the black pill is a fatalistic framework in which genetics and looks determine almost all of a man's romantic destiny, and there's practically no way to improve. It is a rigid, hopeless, and deterministic vision. This approach to relationships aligns with another general attitude toward life, that is the nihilism and pessimism. The nihilism holds that life has no objective meaning, there is no intrinsic purpose, values are arbitrary or invented, morality is not universal, nothing ultimately matters, the future has no direction, and existence is essentially empty. So the emotional conclusion is emptiness and indifference. Then pessimism holds that general expectation that things will go badly, like Murphy's laws, the emphasis on the negative in reality, suffering dominates existence, the human progress is minimal or non-existent, people act out of selfish interest, happiness is rare or illusory, misfortunes are inevitable. So the emotional conclusion here is sadness and hopelessness. So which is a brief difference. Nihilism holds that nothing has meaning. Pessimism holds that everything will go wrong. So they can combine, but they are not the same. So what is the transparent pill? The transparent pill is accepting the entire reality without drama, without victimhood, without illusion, without denying what hurts. It's not seeing the glass half empty or half full. It's seeing the whole glass, the water, the table, the room, and everything around it. It's in all the quadrants, the 4 quadrants from the integral theory of Ken Wilber, the one that it's explained thoroughly in the self-knowledge playlist. So if you haven't watched it yet, go to watch it after this video. So the 4 quadrants are individual interior, collective interior, individual exterior, and collective exterior. That is the whole of reality, including all the possible variables. that are involved in a situation that happens in reality. Because if we see only one part, we make bad decisions. So many confuse realism with giving up. But no, being realistic is not resignation. Being realistic is not spending your life fighting what you cannot change, and instead investing it in what does depend on you. The realist does not drop his arms. He simply chooses where to put his strength. So here it comes up an uncomfortable truth. That is that, unfortunately, most people are not worth it. And that's okay. That's not negative. It's just human statistic. Most people don't know how to love, don't know how to listen to themselves, don't know how to listen to others, aren't emotionally healthy, are not loyal, are not deep, they lack introspection, and they are not willing to work on themselves. And they won't. It's not your duty to fix them. It's not your responsibility to save them. So your task is to find the few who are worth it and build your life around that. Even if it's one person, and even if it takes you years to find one. That the transparent pill frees you because it stops demanding that your partner be deep, demanding that your friends to become loyal, your friends to be mature, that society recognize you, that the world become fair, because it won't be. And when you accept that, useless suffering ends. So here we get to the point of the key mechanism to sort this thing out, that is radical acceptance. You cannot be free while you deny reality. So accepting does not mean approving. Accepting does not mean liking it, what you are going through, or others people's decision. Accepting means to stop fighting what already is. When you fight reality, you lose. When you accept it, you can act on it. Acceptance is not instantaneous. It's a process. It's a long process. Let's have a look to how the acceptance process is. We can compare it to grief. There are several stages to grief. They are denial, anger, negotiation, sadness, and finally acceptance. In the denial stage, we say, it cannot be that life is like this. In the anger stage, we say, it's not fair, it shouldn't be like this. In the negotiation stage, we say, maybe if I do this, I will get these other things to try to. Then we get into a sadness stage, in which it hurts to admit it. And finally, we get to the acceptance stage, the final one, that it is what it is. What do I do now? So some people move through these stages in months, others in years, and others never complete them in their whole lives. The reality is tough. A person with firm will can take 2 to 5 years realistically to truly accept the hardest things in life. and most take much longer than that, and some never do. That's why the transparent pill is not magic, it's not instant, it's work. It involves work and is a long-term process. So what must we accept? Well, let's see it through the 4 quadrants of the integral theory. In the first quadrant, the individual interior or the interior individual, you must accept your psychology, your personality, your weaknesses, your needs, your story, your wounds, your current limits. You are not everything. You cannot be whatever you want, but you can fully be who you are. In the second quadrant, the exterior individual or individual exterior, you must accept your body, your productive capacity, your energy level, your health, your genetics. Maybe you will never be a millionaire. Maybe you will never be a model. Maybe you will never be the most charismatic. Maybe you have physical or mental limits, and it's okay. You can improve a lot, but from where you actually are in life. Then on the third quadrant, that is the collective interior or interior collective, you must accept that the culture you live in has values that are different from yours. That the culture you live in, it won't reward you for being good. That the culture is not designed to help you. And that the culture is full of confused people. So your mission is not to change the world. It's to build your world within the world. And on the fourth quadrant, the collective exterior or the exterior collective, you must accept economic, the market, the technological development, and political reality, in which you have an unequal sexual marketplace, you have low wages in the job market, lack of community, polarization, individualism. So you cannot change the global structure, but you can adapt intelligently. You can play smart. So why the transparent pill is necessary today? It's necessary because we live in a world without community, without shared purpose, without male rites of passage, without support structures, and still we are expected to perform at the maximum. Without acceptance, you end up breaking. Without acceptance, with acceptance, you organize. So the transparent pill is the bridge between the truth and your action. So how to live the transparent pill? Which are some keys? Well, first, to observe without prejudging. See what is there. Do not label it, just recognize it. Then stop asking reality to be different. Do not complain that it rains, or just get an umbrella. Use your energy where it bears fruit. Stop spending energy on what does not depend on you. And then act from nature, not from the desire to be someone else. Act from your nature, from your true self. And that's why it's key to complete the self-knowledge process. So how acceptance plays out by each C4PC group, or each group of the C4PC model? Well, for the group of the internal rationals, acceptance comes through logical understanding. They need a map. When they grasp how everything works, they can let go. So which are some recommendations for the internal rationals? Well, to read theory, conceptual models, hopefully better than the ones that I draw, write and analyze, draft plans. And so liberation comes when they stop fighting what they cannot control. What happens with the group of the external rationals? Here, for them, acceptance comes through action. They cannot sit still. When they act, they integrate what is real, the reality. So which are some recommendations for them? Well, to get involved in projects, in entrepreneurships, change of work environments, and physical training. Liberation comes when they transform reality to function within it. In the case of the internal emotionals, acceptance comes through feeling. They need time, they need to express themselves with creative art. So which are some recommendations for them? Well, to get involved in art, in writing, in therapy, in intimate spaces. Liberation for them comes when they stop clinging to the ideal and embrace what it is. And in the case of the macro group of the external emotionals, acceptance comes through community. So they need to speak, to share, to ritualize in groups. So the recommendation would be to join some like-minded groups, volunteering, traditions, collective events. They get liberation when they find their place in the human network. So, finally, accepting does not turn you to stone. It's not coldness. Accepting makes you skilled. Only when you see reality as it is, you can design a life that works and that works for you. Because illusion hurts and truth brings order. So let's summarize what the transparent pill is not. The transparent pill is not resignation, is not victimhood, is not apathy, is not nothing has meaning, is not everything is lost. The transparent pill is, this is what there is. What do I do with this? So what the transparent pill is to accept, to understand, to organize, to act, and to evolve over time. The transparent pill is not pretty, it's not aesthetic, it's not magical, but it's the only one that lets you recover your dignity, that lets you build your own path, that lets you stop begging, that lets you stop waiting for miracles to happen, and that lets you act from your nature and bloom without asking permission. Acceptance does not make you weak, it makes you free. Because when you stop fantasizing and you see reality in all its dimensions, all the 4 quadrants, you can build something that is true. So thank you for listening. If something of this video has been helpful to you, please leave a comment and share your thoughts, and please like and subscribe to support this humble channel. Stay strong, take care, and see you in the next one.